Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here, and today is the Instagram hop for Traci Reed's Make Merry collection. This is her new Christmas collection, and so if you check the description box below, you can hop over to Instagram and then go ahead and hop through and see all the different projects that everyone has created. There is tons of inspiration, tons of different types of projects. Especially with Christmas collections, everybody likes to do lots of variety with these collections. And this is a really fun collection. It's not the traditional Christmas colors. It's got the blues and pinks thrown in. There is like a red, more like a deep pink instead of a red, and then it does have the green. But it is a really fun collection. The colors are beautiful. If you're a non-traditional colored scrapbooker, it's a great one to to grab, and you can, like with any digital collection, you can print it as much as you want. So I'll stop talking. For my project for the Instagram hop, I am going to do a layout. Check back tomorrow for the YouTube hop, and you will see my video for foundation pages for my December daily. And you'll get to see lots of fun uses for this collection. So for this layout, I decided to do a single page layout. I do both December daily and regular scrapbooking for Christmas, so I have a variety of both kinds of projects. So scrapping Christmas is one of my favorite things. I would do it all year long, and I do. And so this is definitely a collection that I'll keep using. So for my background, I went ahead and created this background and printed it. It is the plaid pattern paper, and then I layered up the, I want to say like a green blue color, which is the stars and polka dots. And then to that, I added from the digital kit this floral mixed media. So that there. And then once I had it printed, I did add splatters with some Distress mica spray. I don't have the exact color in front of me, but this is the box. This isn't the color that I used. If you want to know the colors that I used, leave me a comment down below and I will let you know. But this is the Distress stain or mica stain that I used. And a tip for this, if you have problems with the glitter coming off when you have sprayed it, or even I use splatters. Wow, words are hard today. If you have a problem with that and it comes off on your hands, add some glue. I know it doesn't affect the liquid at all. You can use Nouveau glue. I use the art glitter glue. Add some of that glue to this, shake it up, and what I have found is when you do the splatty bits or spray it or whatever, the glitter no longer comes off the page and onto your hand. There's no glitter that comes off. I have residual ink from other projects, but like I can touch these and no glitter comes off. So just a tip. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and put this layout together. So like I said, I've created this background, and then I went through and pulled ephemera and some scraps of papers from my stash. Or not from my stash, from this collection. And so here is the photo that I'm going to use. And then I've pulled a whole bunch of items here I had an issue with my printing with some of the journal cards, and so some of them got cut off. I'm going to actually use these just to mat around my photo for color. So you're not actually going to see these because they weren't going to work because they got cut off on the ends. So I pulled those to use because why not use them, right? And then I have a little square pattern paper I'm going to layer up with this little scrap as well. I'm thinking, I thought this might be my title. And then I have a whole bunch of, oh, this is another scrap that's going to get layered around my photo. I'm going to mat my photo first with just this piece of white cardstock. So my plan is to use all of these bits and pieces layered up behind my photo. And that's going to be my photo. This one also had the same issue, but I'm actually going to use it as a place that I can do journaling. So I'm going to have it go underneath my photo and cover this part up is my thought. And then I have just other elements. This is ribbon that I cut from the digital collection. Like I said, my title, I cut this label or journaling spot. It's going to be a base for a cluster, and that is from actually one of the Traveler's Notebooks, the TN signatures, I believe, and I cut it out of that. And then I have just a whole bunch of florals and then some other tags and ephemera bits. For my florals, I did print, these are all from the sticker sheet, but I did print them all on a glitter paper, so a white glitter paper. And so they all have a nice sparkle to them. I'm primarily going to use the florals and just some labels for this and keep it pretty simple. So these are everything that I pulled. The only other thing, and I will show you here. So I always print tons and tons and tons with these digital collections. So this is like, I can pull from all of this and see, you can see here just how beautiful this collection is. So these are some presents. This is from the digital kit. That's from the sticker sheet. These are all the wordy bits and the trees. This word Christmas is from the digital. This is from the sticker sheet. The only other thing I was thinking, and I'm not sure, I might change my title to be Peace. I haven't decided, so I'm going to pull that out. But I can pull from these if I decide to add more or something different to my clusters. I have all of these items. This here is all of the candy bits, snowflakes, stars, and all the label pieces are sort of in here, as well as there is a set of numbers 1 through 31. This little bunting banner is from the digital set. There's also bows. Those are from the digital set. So tons and tons. I will never run out of ephemera, especially after I print everything. I will have ephemera forever. These are all the florals. These are from the digital kit. The holly is from the digital. These ornaments are from the digital, but they're also in the sticker sheet as well. So you get a huge variety. Traci is the master of creating huge and stunningly beautiful Christmas collections. I have loved every single one of her Christmas collections. And so I just thought I'd give you just a little quick peek at all of the things I printed and cut, and why I narrowed down what I'm going to use for this layout, because I could go on forever, for sure. So, that being said, here is my background. We know where we're starting. I am going to go off camera, mat my photo, and I can tell you this layout's going to come together really fast because basically I have everything sort of ready to go. The only thing I'm not sure is the title and which one I'm going to use. But I'm fairly certain my photo is going to go right about here, and then I'm going to have embellishing some up here and then some down here and a little bit up here. A really straightforward, just really simple layout, but with a beautiful collection that takes a lot of the work and makes it very easy. So I'm going to go ahead off camera, get this photo all matted up with all of these pieces sort of framed around the photo once I get it matted on the white. And so you'll see a bit of these each peeking out around the edges, and my photo will be down right about here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we'll come back and finish the layout. Okay, we are back and everything is glued down, and I'm going to try to do the rest of this layout live, so I'm not going to do a voiceover. So everything is down. I did put that journaling card down where I'm pretty sure it's going to go. And we're going to build the rest of this. I'm not going to glue it down. I'll do that off camera. And then just come back probably with some enamel dots to finish it off. I have some off to the side here. But we're going to build the clusters with basically what I have here. And like I said, you saw my little containers, and there's plenty to choose from if I need more. So I have this other journaling card, and I'm going to put it up here. This is going to act as sort of a base at the top for an embellishment cluster. And I think, so I had two title options. I think I'm going to go with this one just because size-wise it's a little bit better. This is a little bit big. This is where I want my title to go, but I want to add some embellishment around it. So I think I'm going to go with this one. Plus this photo is just, I'm sitting in the chair, and this is my sweet little puppy and our Christmas tree, and generally that is where I love to sit. And she's on the footstool in front of me, and I will sit and watch the tree. That's usually where I'm sitting when we watch movies, since our TV is like over here. So I think Peace is a good title for this one. And then I really like this ribbon piece, so I think I want to tuck this ribbon piece up underneath and then have my title tucked kind of in here, because you'll still certainly be able to read it, but I kind of like this, or the idea of this. So I think I'm liking that, and hopefully I'm in frame. I'm actually sitting down. A lot of times I stand up, but I'm sitting down today since I decided to film this in real time. So I have some other little labels. I love putting labels on my pages, and I love that there's so many of them on this, or in this collection. So we are just going to play, and I'm not 100% sure where I want to put everything. So like I said, we are going to play. So do I put Holiday Magic up here maybe? Like that. I also have Comfort and Joy. Maybe that would be cute up here. And then I have another little word strip that says Soaking Up the Magic. Where do I want that? Maybe they'll both be up there. Let's see. So like I said, this layout is going to be pretty simple in the fact that I'm really just going to decorate with florals. And so I am going to start placing the florals, since that is the main embellishment for this page. So let's see how this goes. The idea of tucking that in there. I have plenty of space. It's not like I'm going to write a huge novel for journaling, so I don't need certainly don't need a ton of space. Let's see. And I'd like to have just a good sampling of all of the colors of the florals. So there's this blue, there's the two darker and lighter pink that are in the florals for this collection. So I'd like to make sure I have those represented in each cluster. So that's definitely a goal. Let's see. Maybe this one up here. And that. And I like the idea of this one being a bigger cluster up here. So now the question becomes, how do I make it all look cohesive? That is the question. Can't decide if I'm gonna like cover up. I'm thinking I'm gonna end up covering up that little floral in order to make these kind of come together. So we'll see. And everything is moving, of course. This is the only thing about building clusters, is everything wants to move. I kind of like that. I have these down here, and then I have all these smaller florals. So I think we're gonna kind of play with these. And then I have the smaller size. So I do like that. I feel like I had another floral in like this color that was larger, and I don't know where it went. Good question. Let's see. Just trying to balance colors around is really all that I am trying to do here. And I feel like I want possibly a third floral down here. So now I need to find out where. I'm sure I'm missing at least one floral. So I think I'm going to need to go look for that. But essentially where you see everything right now, with the caveat that I'm looking probably to put, I'd like to have another floral maybe in here and one down here. So, which makes me think, oh wait, I think I found them. And I did. See, I knew I had them somewhere. And I will pop up these florals, or not pop up, I will bend them up so that they have some dimension. And do I like that? Let's see. Do I see? This is me fussing around with where I have everything. That's the question. Do I like that? Yeah, I think I do. Maybe another one up here. No. They're going to be there. So yeah, this is just me balancing color. All right, I think I'm liking that. All right, I'm gonna glue this down. Make sure I stayed in frame. Hopefully I did. And yeah, we're gonna glue this down, and then I'm gonna come back. And like I said, I have some enamel dots. And so I'm just gonna throw those on. And then you'll see still photos coming up at the end. Okay, here is everything down. All of the flowers are all sort of roughed up on the edges. I did pop up some of the items like the title, part of the ribbon. So I have a lot of dimension on the page, and I started putting down the enamel dots and realized I didn't turn the camera on. So these I'm just going to randomly sort of place in amongst the floral clusters. No real determination for where to put them. I'm kind of just sticking them down. Just want to have a little dot of, or a different texture even, really, you could say, just to add something extra to the layout, which just adds a little pop of some color. And that is pretty much going to do it. So still photos will be coming up. Don't forget to check out the hop. It'll be in the description box below. Go grab this collection while it's on sale if you are looking for a new Christmas collection for your December photos, as well as what's great about it is you can print it again and again and use it every year. So with that, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Still photos are coming right up. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.